Hi, I'm Courtney. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I am a nurse. I've been privileged to practice as a nurse the last 12 years. During that time, I've served in a variety of settings, from ER to labor and delivery to recovery. And despite these different disciplines, the one common thread that I've seen between all these specialties is both trauma and loss. Hugged parents of stillborn, and I've had to comfort families after a code was unsuccessful. I've been with people on their worst days. Because I've been with people on their worst days, I want to be the best person I can be and the best resource for them. The trauma and loss that I've experienced is not only professional, but deeply personal. And because of this, I feel like I can offer a unique perspective to those that I help. During my late 20s and early 30s, I was so lost. I suffered from depression so severely that I had my own suicide attempt. Fortunately, I had family and friends that supported me and helped me get the help that I needed. NAMI and new campaigns are coming out that are raising mental health awareness, but there's still a strong stigma, especially in the military community. According to a 2019 New York Times article, 45,000 veterans and active duty service members have died by suicide in the last 6 years. That means that in a single year, the number of service members that die by suicide is greater than the American lives lost in both Iraq and Afghanistan combined. These staggering statistics hit home March 19th, 2015. That was the last morning my Uncle David woke up. A retired Air Force veteran, he survived 2 decades of service, deployments, and tours of duty, only to return home and die by his own hand. Processing through David's death, my own pain and suffering of my patients has made me realize that this suffering doesn't have to be in vain. I want to put a purpose to my pain. This process began last year. I applied and was awarded the generous $1,500 grant from FIGS, and I used the funds to become a compassionate bereavement care provider, and I'm currently working with TAPS. When I drove to Sedona last September, I expected training. What I didn't expect was to hear a panel of people. I heard from a mother whose only son died from a PTSD-related suicide, and a couple who, after years of fighting infertility and finally conceived, ended up losing their healthy baby boy during delivery complications. I listened to people who'd experienced loss of epic proportion. But in their message, there was also hope, healing, and even growth. Seeing their and my aunt's strength and resilience completely changed the course of my career. If selected for the scholarship, I plan on using the funds towards graduate school. I plan on pursuing my nurse practitioner in psych and mental health. I've applied to the Eastern Kentucky University, and if accepted, I plan on starting the program this spring. I want to specialize in trauma and serve particularly military and military families. Luke 12:48 notes, "To whom much is given, much is required." I recognize that this is a generous opportunity by FIGS providing this scholarship. I hope I'm able to pay you back by paying it forward. Thank you for your consideration.